What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we are jumping in ahead of the weekly reset for Destiny 2 coming up this week on October 28th. So, as we know, Festival of the Lost is now live in the game. That will continue this week with Space Grandma offering treats to the Guardians, unless of course your tree candy was missing. Maybe Bungie will get a fix for that this week as we do have an update. So that's the first thing. Couple of additional notes in relation to Festival, the event being extended, and bonus rewards and all stuff like that. Otherwise, we've got weekly challenges, updates from Bungie, looks like we'll get another patch, and then all of our featured content for the week. So, as always guys, I hope you enjoy the video, find it interesting. If you do, a rating below very much helps us out on the channel, but now let's get into it. So first up, as we mentioned, Festival of the Lost does continue this week. We should say, initially though, it looks like we're going to be getting another game update on Tuesday, so worth being prepared for a little bit of downtime ahead of the weekly reset, and then we'll see exactly what Bungie managed to fix in terms of broken stuff in Festival. The biggest one are the soft locks inside of the new activities, so hopefully we'll get some fixes there. Otherwise, there are additional, more minor things, like the missing candy in the tree, previews for Festival of the Lost mask collections not working correctly, and a handful of other items. So we'll see what Bungie fix, and I'll keep you posted with the patch notes on Tuesday. Otherwise, if you're on the grind for any of the festival rewards, we have plenty of time to do it because Bungie have extended the event until November 11th. So in terms of getting weapon drops, of course, they're pretty plentiful, so I think it'll be easy enough to get the kind of rolls that we want. It gives us more time to take advantage of exotic focusing, picking up exotic class items for candy, completing triumphs and all of that kind of stuff. Otherwise, keep in mind in the portal, Bungie have said they've given us no cap on weapon engrams and things from Festival. So again, very rewarding in terms of actually getting drops from the event, and it'll get even better if Bungie fix the broken things with the patch on Tuesday. Otherwise, for our weekly seasonal challenges, it's pretty basic this week. Firstly, we have Electric Shred to defeat Vex with arc damage in portal activities. There's also Deepest Base to defeat Vex with void damage in portal activities. And then we have Rapid Precision to get precision final blows with bonus progress granted for defeating Guardians and for every defeated target after the second one. And otherwise, of course, in the rest of the portal, it's pretty basic. Trials will still return on Friday once again, despite the fact that Festival is live, so we'll see what's featured this weekend. Over on Kepler, if you want to pick up any early tier 5s, I believe after 350 power, we can get tier 5s once a week from the weekly missions. Otherwise, if you're at 450, you may as well use the loot cave, as we often mention, and we can, of course, focus for gear in Caldera. Additionally, for old raids and things, Bungie have now made both the legendary and exotic loot pools entirely farmable, so whether it's dungeon content or older raids, we can just farm away to get any of the drops that we may be missing from those pieces of content, so certainly worth keeping in mind if you can get teams to actually run through this stuff. Eververse this week will no doubt once again be filled with items for Festival of the Lost. We might get a weapon ornament back, although none of the festival ones are actually listed for Bright Dust during the event, so I think we'll probably be getting stuff that comes from other loot pools, but I'll keep you posted with that with the weekly reset on Tuesday. Our final mention is for the Ascendant Challenge in the Dreaming City, as some folks still enjoy completing those. So this week we have the Forfeit Shrine, which can be found via the Garden of Isilla. So pretty easy to get to, but if you want the location, I'll run a clip at the end of the video. So for the moment guys, that is everything we have to round up this week. I'll keep you posted with further updates from Bungie. We're still waiting on that roadmap. I know that a lot of players are anticipating that. It'll be interesting to see what Bungie have to say. Hopefully, we'll start to get a bit more communication about it this week. Otherwise, Twid may potentially give us details about further changes coming up in Renegades, like they did last week with the Seasonal Hub updates. So I'll keep you posted with anything we get. But as we know in terms of the live game, for the moment, we've got Festival of the Lost running up until the 11th of November. So still 2 weeks left there. And then beyond that, we know that we're going to see 3 weeks of this event called Call to Arms, which is really a catch-up event for the end of the season. So I would say if you plan to come back for Renegades, it may be worth playing that in terms of being able to get some more power. That'll be beneficial in the next expansion. Picking up any missing rewards from this particular season. And then, as Bungie outlined, there will be some packages or tokens or something that we can earn ahead of Renegades that will essentially give us some of the new rewards when we get to the expansion. So that's what's next. Otherwise, I guess it's a relatively relaxed week, so if you found the video interesting, a rating very much helps us out. Get subscribed as well to be kept up to date with all of the news about Renegade, since that is coming up fairly soon. But otherwise, as I fail to get into the tree right here, there we go, finally did it. I don't know why I'm checking to see if my candy's turned up yet. Still not a thing, apparently. We'll see what happens in the patch this week. Yeah, for the moment though, cheers for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
Down.